Any advocate of liberty must pause to consider the implications of empowering the state to regulate a private institution in general. Marriage is, properly, a sacred joining of two individuals into a committed companionship. It's an enterprise between families. If the couple's religious, then their union is likely a sacred sacrament performed by an ecclesiastical leader. The state has absolutely no justification for interference whatsoever in these matters. Because of a desire by the state to control procreation and keep the white race pure, licenses were increasingly required throughout the 19th century, and by the early 20th, every state in the Union had adopted license requirements to allow a couple to marry, even if both parties were white. Again, establishing the precedent for not only control of purebred unions, but then also for the purposes of taxation. So what had historically been a sacred institution regulated by families and churches became over time a function of the state. It cannot be understated that licensure is inherently exclusionary. Again, licenses exist so that they can be denied to some people. The state gives driver's licenses to some citizens so it can prohibit others from driving on its roads. It gives licenses to certain food establishments so it can deny others from offering their culinary services. It requires licenses for marriage so that it can deny marriage to certain individuals. In the early decades of marriage, licensure entailed such denials to couples of mixed race, as has been evidenced by even close friends of mine. The sacred union between consenting adults must be extricated from the sticky tentacles of the state and returned to the churches and to the families to whom it properly belongs. It is not our business to dictate to our neighbors with whom they may live and under what terms they may consider their relationship a marriage. We therefore cannot legitimately delegate such a non-existence authority to the state either. We are our brother's keeper, but we are not his legal guardian. A fundamental rule when dealing with government is that you should never empower a friend to do something you wouldn't want a foe to also do. Supporting the state's involvement in an action with which we agree can quickly turn on us when we become the targeted minority, with the same power we once cheered being used to punish us. In most cases, the solution is not to delegate the power in the first place or to tolerate its arrogation. So too then with marriage.